Hey everyone, this is Viveka von Rosen. I'm Chief Visibility Officer over at Vengreso, and I wanted to give you like a 10-minute overview of LinkedIn's PointDrive. So PointDrive is part of Sales Navigator Toolkit, more on the higher end of the Team Link Enterprise version of Sales Navigator. You might have received a PointDrive before, you might even have the functionality but don't quite know how to use it. So let me show you just how cool this is. To use PointDrive, you just have to sign into LinkedIn and pop over to Sales Navigator. And then to access PointDrive, it's right up here on the top right-hand side. Now, what I like about PointDrive is if you're with a team, some of your team members might have already created a PointDrive presentation that you can then copy and share for your clients. Of course, you have to get their permission, and the way you do that is, well, hopefully they know that if they make it visible, that other folks can utilize it as well. If someone or your marketing team has created a PointDrive already and you want to customize it for your own audience, all you have to do is click over here and copy it and customize it, or maybe your marketing department's already created a PointDrive for you to share, and then all you have to do is grab the link. Now, if you have to or want to create your own PointDrives, it's super easy to do. All you have to do is click on New Presentation, and it will walk you through creating your presentation. You'll upload a background, add a title. It's going to customize or pull in your information from LinkedIn. You can customize it with a personal message and then start inserting your content. Content can be files, links, videos, even a place on the map. You can upload that content directly from your computer, from OneDrive, from Dropbox, or from Box.com. If you do have a marketing department, find out what assets they have that you can share. Now, what are some different ways that you can use PointDrive? Well, one of the ways that I've used here is actually when I'm speaking on stage and I share assets from the stage, I want my audience to be able to access those assets. And sometimes associations don't want you sharing too many links, so I can share one link. And what I'll do is I'll take a PointDrive link and I'll customize it using either bit.ly, or I'll just grab a URL from GoDaddy and point it to my PointDrive. And I can add documents, as you can see here, PowerPoints, checklists, even video. What I love about the video feature on PointDrive is when you click on Watch Video, it actually opens it up in a viewer within PointDrive, and now my audience can watch the video. And if they have any questions, they can just contact me directly and ask me about it, or click over to the next asset, or X out and move along. You can see I've even got the ability to book a session with me here. So there's a lot of different ways to use the different assets within a PointDrive. Now, what might you want to do? Well, of course, if you've got a client and you want to send them a proposal and some supporting documentation, PointDrive's a great way to do that. Now, why would you do that instead of, say, just in a PowerPoint presentation with assets embedded? Well, because PointDrive has tracking. So I can actually see who's viewed my profile or my proposal, as the case may be. But not only that, I can see when they went to my proposal or presentation and how long they stayed on each asset. So if you've got a prospective client who says, oh yeah, we got your proposal, we're going to look at it next week, but you can see that they've already spent like 2 or 3 hours on it, they're probably shopping you, but at least you know they're interested. Or if they say, yeah, we looked at your proposal, we're not interested, you can see if they actually clicked through or not. So it's a great way to monitor the activity of the modern buyer, of your modern prospects, as the case may be. Now, additionally, you can see how long they spent on each asset. And so you can see which assets are getting the most activity and share more of those types of assets with your audience. These can be completely private. You can make them public, well, by sharing the link. But if you don't want your prospects, say, downloading your presentation, etc., you can always prevent downloads. You can password protect it. You can set expiration dates. You can disable access alerts, although I like being alerted by LinkedIn in an email when I actually get someone clicking through to my PointDrive presentation. And you can absolutely prevent copying. So there's a lot that you can do within your presentations to manage people taking advantage of that content. And finally, from pretty much anywhere within PointDrive, whether you're in the presentation itself or if you're on the home screen, you can navigate to different presentations, go back to Sales Navigator, look at those insights, and continue to develop a content engagement strategy. When it comes to creating content for sales enablement, I think PointDrive is a phenomenal tool. It's a great way for the sales team to work with the marketing team to create assets that are useful for the modern buyer. This is Viveka von Rosen, Chief Visibility Officer with Vengreso.